Hello, everyone. Gary Bates with the Gary Bates Golf Academy. Thanks for tuning in. Great to have you along. I want to take a look at Fred Couples here. Freddie Boom Boom Couples, one of the great players of all time. Just played terrific golf. He's got some very different moves in his swing, but I want you to see why at age 60 he's playing as well as he ever has. And you say, well, how well is he playing, Coach Bates? And I'll say, well, let me give you these stats, which my producer just handed to me. 296 yards off the tee on the Champions Tour. That's ninth in distance. 73.5% greens in regulation. That's eighth. Putting, sixth. Scrambling, fourth. Driving accuracy, 63rd. That's the only bad one, but gosh, he hits it over 300 bills, so we'll have to give him something. What's the lesson there? Keep your stats. Know where what you gotta work on, and work on what's worse first. So if you come to me and your up and down percentage is 1 out of 12, well, we'll go to work on your short game, get you playing better right away with that short game improvement. So let's take a look at Freddie's swing here. Before we do that, you can see how nicely he's set up here. Slight knee flex, kind of an upright setup, right? Maybe at a fist and a thumb away from his left thigh to the grip end of the club. That's pretty standard for a driver. Let's take him into motion right here. You're going to see kind of a familiar move with a lot of tour players today, that club outside the hands. So that just gives players width and extension, gives them some power as well. I'd want to work on you with that move as well. I think that's important to get a good extension going away. A little open club face, but mostly what you notice here is you kind of pick the club up, right? Hasn't really turned very much. So he's got a very late turn. And he has a very strong left-hand grip, and so you'll expect at the top, well, gosh, he probably has a shut club face. No, he doesn't. He actually has slightly open club face if you look at it right here. And that's a little bit unusual for a guy with his grip. A little cupped left wrist, well, Freddie Couples. That makes sense, right? But he just continues to turn. The late turn gets beyond parallel, but tremendous shoulder turn, well over 100 degrees with Freddie. Not much hip turn, so great X factor. What's unusual about that, you probably noticed right away, is his flying right elbow, right? Well, they told Jack Nicklaus, Jack, you're not going to be able to play with that flying right elbow. And he said, watch me. And he sure showed us, and so did Freddie. So fairly upright swing right there, head a little over the ball, but you can just see the power here. And then here's where the power comes from in your golf swing. This is what you want to work on, folks. This downswing is controlled by the rotation of his body, his hips and his legs. That's where your power is, and I would say your accuracy as well. So you can see he comes out a little steeper than some above that shaft line plane, but he liked to fade the ball, Freddie did, so that makes sense. Working down to the hitting area, beautiful position here, right down Main Street. Club head on the hands, beautiful. Right heel already released, so we know he's moving to his left side, head down. That's called compression. We're in favor of that. Impact, you can see the tremendous opening up of his hips, maybe 60, who knows, 65 degrees. His shoulders open as well. A lot of people say to me, I bailed out of it with my hips. They got wide open. And I said, well, guess what? That's what tour players are trying to do. That's a good move. So we'll work on that with you. You want to have that body rotation. That's vitally important. So good extension going through then, and he kind of matches up that original shaft line plane with his shaft right there and then up into the follow through. So beautiful swing. What can you learn from Freddie? I think first, have great rhythm and timing. Your tempo is very important in golf. So he was never rushed. I see a lot of amateurs are holding that club too tight with their grip and their hands, and so they have a lot of tension. They can't release the club head. That's really not good. That could create a lot of slices. And I would also say that Freddie has some different moves, right? Very strong left-hand grip, kind of lifts the club up, gets a flying red elbow, beyond parallel, really upright, but he's a great player because his downswing's so good, his body works so well. And what does the ball know? Impact. That's it. So that's what you want to focus on, folks. You can learn a lot from Freddie Couples. What a great guy. I was actually paired with him in the LA Open many years ago. When I was right out of college, I carried on tour, and he was a tremendous guy to be with. And I was hoping to loop for him moving forward, but we never got that far. But tremendous player. We always appreciate you tuning in. If you like these swing analysis videos, hey, I can do yours. It's so easy to send it in to me on the V1 app. I can send it back to you. That can really help you improve. So check us out on Facebook, Gary Bates Golf Academy. Over on YouTube, we love if you subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. That'll help me build the channel. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for tuning in, and bye for now.